Hi everyone and welcome back. My name is Sparrowvania and this is my weekly video gaming news show. And this week I've got some weird news for you. Star Wars Battlefront 2, the 2017 edition, is now completely unplayable on PC thanks to hackers. Now, Battlefront 2 has been riddled with drama even since the release of the game back in 2017. Back then, the drama was about aggressive microtransactions, but DICE and EA has since then removed all of the microtransactions and removed all of the in-game purchasable items. And the only way to earn skins and upgrades in the game now is to just play the game. And since they removed all of the microtransactions, I started playing the game and I've been having a lot of fun in it. I mean, I love Star Wars, I love Jedis, I love Sith, I love lightsabers, I love flying around in an X-Wing or in a TIE fighter and just wreaking havoc. It's a very Battlefield-style war game, but in a Star Wars universe. And as a Star Wars game, it's pretty damn good. I'm having a lot of fun in it, but as I said, it's now completely unplayable on PC, thanks to hackers. The hackers has made it so that nobody can spawn. Only the hacker, and I think the hacker's team can spawn, which makes it a very one-sided battle. And this, of course, has caused the player base to just... The game had a pretty healthy fan base before the hackers. Several thousand CCU at least monthly, just on Steam, and that's not counting in the consoles or the other storefronts on PC. And EA and DICE is doing seemingly nothing about it. Players are flooding Reddit with comments and warnings that they don't want more people to buy the game because the game is unplayable, and EA has abandoned ship, which I think is weird because the servers are still up. DICE and EA still has to pay for the servers, but they're not undergoing any maintenance, so the hackers are running rampant. And I think it's pretty sad to see, because lately I think Battlefront 2 got an upswing in player base, because a lot of people started talking about it after the removal of the microtransaction history. So it's a tragic... what seems to be ending to a pretty good game that a lot of people ignored because of the aggressive microtransactions. And so far, EA has said nothing. They are absolutely quiet. I can't find anything about it. And the game is hacked indefinitely. Also, unrelated to Battlefront, angry players are suing Ubisoft. Now, Ubisoft in 2014 released a racing game called The Crew. It became quite popular. I think I'm unsure about the concurrent user base, but it had a pretty healthy player base, and now Ubisoft has shut down access to The Crew, which is an online-only game, rendering the game completely unplayable. You can't access it anywhere. And rightfully so, players are upset, because the players bought a product expecting to own it, but Ubisoft says, and I quote, "Players do not own the game they buy." And personally, I think this is a problem with the digital age, or the digital video game medium, at least. And this is one of the reasons why I collect my games physical, because companies, and evil companies, can, whenever they want, just shut down access to their online-only games, which makes the money you spent on this game just money thrown in the ocean. And according to Ubisoft, they have the full rights to do this. Now, Ubisoft also released a sequel called The Crew 2 and The Crew Motorfest. And those two games actually got an offline mode, so even when they shut down the official servers, players could still access the game they bought and still play it. But this is not the case with The Crew from 2014. And this is not the first time I've seen this. I can't remember what other games or companies has done this, but this has happened in the past. And I think this is gonna keep happening with digital media and also with physical media, which only has a download code on the cart. It's just the same as digital. They don't want you to own the game. Now, there's many reasons for a company to remove the access to their official servers or shut them down completely. And one of the reasons could be a remaster is being planned and they want people to rebuy the game. And that to me seems like a very anti-consumer and very evil company thing to do. I really hope that's not the case, and I hope Ubisoft can come to an agreement with the players to at least give them access to some kind of offline version of the game. It's sad to see video games disappearing. I want to preserve the video games, and again, that's why I collect physical. And they're deleting video game history when they remove access to certain games. Now, even if you do own a physical copy of a online-only game, they can still shut down the access to their servers, rendering the game unplayable. But if you still have the game, there's often plenty of unofficial servers. Just look at World of Warcraft. Before World of Warcraft Classic came, there was a horde, pun intended, there was a horde of unofficial servers, and you could still be able to play the game with fan support. On to some happier news. Days Gone is getting a remaster, and I think that's pretty awesome because I love Days Gone. Now, when Days Gone released, it received mixed reviews and mixed reception. But I had a blast with it. I really didn't understand what all the negativity was about. People called it boring, low effort, but I think it's a legit great game. It's a post-apocalyptic zombie game. And one of the big things in Days Gone is managing and killing big hordes of zombies. And those gameplay moments are the best. They are intense, they are fast-paced, action-packed. You run for your life, you place out traps, you throw grenades behind your back, and there's still like a million zombies behind you, and you just keep running. It's a great game, and I love it. However, not everyone loved Days Gone, so the sequel that was planned was cancelled, which led to a salty back and forth between the developers and the players. That developers basically said, don't buy our game on sale, buy it for full price. And the players said, nah. And now we're here. We actually got a remaster, and the remaster is adding content. It's adding a survival mode. It's adding a horde survival mode. The horde gameplay I just talked about, they're doing a sort of roguelite survival gameplay of it. Whereas you play as a character, you manage and kill hordes, you upgrade your character and gear, and then you move on to the next horde. And if you die, I don't know if there's any meta progression, if you actually carry over some upgrades or if you start from the beginning, as in a roguelike. Anyway, it's gonna be great. It releases April 25th, and I'm gonna be there day one. I love Days Gone. Deacon St. John, I salute you. Now, there's been some drama around the newest Path of Exile 2 patch. The immensely popular ARPG Path of Exile got a sequel, Path of Exile 2, which is now in early access. I played it a lot. I think I have around 100 hours in it so far. And it just got a new patch, which made players very angry, to say the least. Apparently, the devs nerfed a lot of things and made the game a lot slower, which made a lot of players question the point of the game. Now, understand and I like the slower gameplay of Path of Exile 2, but I can also understand, coming from Path of Exile 1, that you kind of expect a faster game. However, the devs has responded to the criticism and they are communicating. They are actually trying to find common ground with the players and sharing their goal. There was an interview, I haven't seen it, with the developers where they explained a lot of stuff and put some clarity on the whole situation. I recommend you to watch the interview with the devs. I can put a link in it down in the description. Something is happening around Marathon, Bungie's new first-person shooter. Now, Bungie, the creators of Halo and Destiny, are known for stellar shooter gameplay, and Marathon is their next step in the FPS genre. And they have, the last couple of weeks, had some kind of ARG online where they've posted cryptic images and puzzles, supposedly leading to some conclusion. And that whole spiel led to a teaser for a trailer for the game. Anyway, we're getting a new trailer today for Marathon. Really looking forward to it. Now, I played a few of Bungie's former games, and as I said, I love their gameplay. I love the shooting gameplay and the feel of the guns. So I have high hopes for Marathon. So I'm gonna have to check this out. Baldur's Gate 3 is getting its final content patch April 15th. The developers Larian Studios has given Baldur's Gate 3 a lot of post-launch support. And to me, that's commendable. Thank you, Larian Studios, for supporting your game for such a long time. I believe the first 2 patches were like 2,000 or 4,000 bug fixers or something like this. And it's not, you don't usually see developers put that much attention to a game they already released and cashed in. But this new patch 8 update is coming April 15th. And it has a bunch of new things. It has 12 new subclasses, and they all look super cool. It adds crossplay between platforms and a photo mode, amongst many other bug fixes and yeah, stuff like that. And I gotta say, I mean, the developers Larian Studios, who also made Original Sin 1 and 2, I love those games so much. They've done such a great job with Baldur's Gate 3. When it first released, I mean, sure, it was buggy, post like Act 2, but the game is just simply a masterpiece. And if you haven't played it, you really should. Even if you haven't played the game, I recommend it strongly because it had such a rich storyline, compelling characters, interesting plot, and it's just a blast to play. I mean, sure, it's turn-based, but I love turn-based. Not everybody does, though. But it's just one of the greats. Baldur's Gate 1, 2, and 3, amazing games, all of them. And thank you, Larian Studios, so much for all of this post-launch support. It's been a blast playing this game over and over again. I probably have somewhere around like 200, 300 hours. And with this new patch, with 12 new subclasses, seems like it's going to be pretty fun. Now, the subclasses, yeah, here we go. There's a new Oath for the Paladin, Oath for the Crown. There's a Drunken Master Monk, a Swashbuckler Rogue, Shadow Magic Sorcerer, Blade Singing Wizard, Path of Giants Barbarian. It just seems to be like a lot of new cool subclasses. So I just think that this patch is going to be really fun and a great time to jump back into the game and collect the rest of the achievements or trophies if you missed any. And now I wanted to talk about a game that's close to my heart. A game I played a lot during my teenage years and also during adulthood. And that game is Final Fantasy IX. Now, I'm a big Final Fantasy nerd. I loved Final Fantasy VII back in the day. I love the new Final Fantasy VII remakes. But there's rumors of a Final Fantasy IX remake. But now the rumors also said that the reveal for this Final Fantasy IX remake were supposed to be somewhere at the beginning of this year. However, we've seen nothing yet. No official confirmation, no official statement. However, Square Enix has shared on Twitter and on other social media the last couple of weeks Final Fantasy IX 25th anniversary news. They are launching a new line of merchandise. They have shared artwork from the game and what seems to be some new artwork also. But this kind of pours fuel on the fire for the fans, and I'm all for it. I mean, I really want a new Final Fantasy IX remake. I'd love to replay the original, but I want to experience it with my partner, and the best way to do that would be with voice acting. So I'm really hoping for voice acting, but I'll just take better graphics or better pre-rendered backgrounds or higher quality music. I'll take whatever. Just resell the game to me. I don't care. I want it. Anyway, the rumors also pointed to a possible animated series of the game, and those rumors seems to hold some ground actually, because late last year the production company Cyber Group Studios filed for bankruptcy, and when they did, a lot of stuff they were working on got leaked online, and one of those things, the Final Fantasy IX animated series. And it just looks amazing. It's called Final Fantasy IX The Black Mage's Legacy, and it's about one of the game's characters' children, Vivi. If you play the game, you know who that is. One of my favorite characters from the game. And I would love to see a animated series based on the Final Fantasy IX universe. But as I said, sadly, Cyber Group Studios filed for bankruptcy, canceling their projects. However, there are 4 companies who really wants to buy Cyber Group Studios and continue the work they did on the Final Fantasy IX animated series. So there are 4 potential buyers that could make this animated series a reality still. So don't give up hope just yet. And since the rumors for the animated series were true, then maybe the rumors for the game, I don't know, maybe. I guess we'll just have to wait for Square Enix to officially confirm something. But as I'm recording this video, they are still uploading artwork from the game, and they are still promoting the Final Fantasy IX 25th anniversary. So, copium. The copium is strong with this one. Now this is actually pretty funny. The Nintendo Switch 2 releases in 2 months, but fans are already queuing up outside the New York City Nintendo store. Or fans, I think it's a fan. It's a YouTuber named Chicken Dog who is already queued up, waiting in line to be the first one to get a Nintendo Switch 2 at the NYC Nintendo store. And I mean, it takes dedication to do a thing like this. And I mean, I wish I had that much free time. I would probably also queue up at some point. But yeah, good luck to Chicken Dog. I hope you get your Switch too. And speaking of the Switch, I mean, look at these titles. We've got completely ridiculous. It's Super Mario Party Jamboree Nintendo Switch 2 Edition plus Jamboree TV. And we've got Kirby and the Forgotten Land Nintendo Switch 2 Edition plus Star-Crossed World. What are those titles? Why wouldn't... completely ridiculous. I could rant about this, but this isn't a rant video. Anyway, that's all the news I have for today. And please, if you enjoy the show, leave a like or even subscribe. It would help out this channel a lot. I'm still pretty new at this. I'm unsure how to do things properly, but I'm hoping I'm doing a pretty okay job. Anyway, bring some copium. Please like, please subscribe, stay awesome, and I'll see you again next week.